Alright guys, can you tell me, some of you can, maybe some of you can you tell me, is that a tomato? What do you think that is? Right here. Are those tomatoes? Alright, I'm going to tell you what it is. And I'm going to try to explain it the best way that I know, anyway. And the potential of what I have right here. These are known as potato berries, or tomato, I've heard that term. It's also known as TPS, true potato seed. And what else have I heard about that? There's a few other names you can probably find that they refer to this as. And what's happened throughout the years of agriculture is potatoes have been bred. They have been bred out to not produce potato from seed anymore. They have been bred out to produce from cloning, which is growing a potato from its root, is what most of us do, including me. We really don't have a choice, because potatoes, from all the years of, and I'm talking years going back into 1400s, you know, way back, guys. This isn't something that happened overnight because of big agra and big farming companies, and this has been going on for years. This is just the way potatoes have been cultivated throughout history. And because of this reason that potatoes have been bred through cloning from year after year after year after year, the potato has stopped making viable potato seeds to reproduce. It doesn't reproduce itself through the seed anymore. It reproduces itself through the root and the cloning process. And what's happening now is there's a large movement in this area for potatoes and garlic. Both of them have a large movement to bring back TPS, true potato seed, as well as TGS, true garlic seed. And there's a large movement moving in that direction to help bring back the potato back to its seed form. And you can go online. You can start to be able to purchase TPS seeds. They're a little hard to come by because there's such a high demand for them now. You won't see them that much, but they are available on some of the bigger websites. I believe even Baker Creek may even have that from time to time, but they sell out almost instantly. And once you grow seed and potatoes from seed, every year it'll reproduce. If you don't rip the plant down before it produces seed again, it'll reproduce and grow more potato seeds, and then you can perpetuate that year after year. At that point, I personally would discourage you from growing potatoes from root at that point and get used to growing potatoes from seed. It's a little bit different than growing it from a root, but you need to be part of that movement once you get involved with true potato seed, because it will help bring back the potato to its original growing pattern, which is from the seed and not so much from the root. And same thing with the garlic. Garlic is working its way back. So, and as the future moves on, and as we move on into the future, should I say, you will begin to see potato seeds more readily available online. And it's very important that if you do get involved in that, that you remember to allow your potato plants to fully seed before you dig them up for potatoes, and let those seeds fully cure inside the pods, and do it the right way, and then you'll get potato seed. Now this pod here, it's, even though it's growing a pod, the seeds are more than likely not viable. They are probably not going to grow, and even if they did grow, they would be stunted and mutated, and it's a very good chance that nothing's going to come of this. You need to acquire those TPS seeds from somebody who's been working on TPS for a while. There's some seeds available that this has been worked on for decades, so you're going to get very viable seeds that will actually work for you. Now, you can take these berries and try to grow these seeds, but like I say, you're not going to guarantee to get anything from them, and if they do grow, you're probably not going to get a potato plant. You'd have to do some serious manipulation, like the people involved in the movement. They started somewhere, and these kind of seeds is where they started from, and they probably really catered to the plant and got it to grow, and then it produced seeds, and it produced seeds, and so on and so on and so on. Now you're starting to see TPS. So what do I want to say about this? Now, the bad thing, you say, well, what do you need potato seeds for? We could just grow the seed potatoes. Why bother with this? Well, the problem with growing potatoes from clone to clone to clone is you're transferring the genetics of one clone to the same clone year after year after year. And the problem with that is if that plant has genetic problems in it that it's acquired throughout the centuries, should I say, not decades, centuries, you're just going to keep perpetuating that genetic disorder through potatoes. It could be anything from scabbing to crinkly potatoes to potatoes that rot in the core, and it could be anything, whatever. You're just transferring that over from year after year after year. And the reason why you would want to grow potato from seed is because it starts off its genetics new. You're not necessarily transferring any kind of disease, which when a potato gets diseased, scabbing or anything like that, any of those diseases, that gets onto the potato. That's in your next crop, and that goes on and on and on. So when you grow from seed, you're starting off a new plant with a new setting. It's able to reset itself genetically. And by doing that, you'll end up with really good, healthy potatoes for your environment, and they will grow very good for you. And you can end up with a very, and then eventually, once your potatoes, if you're lucky enough to get 2 or 3 varieties of TPS seeds, you can then begin to genetically cross the seeds and start ending up with potato crosses. And that's happening right now as we speak. As I make this video, there are people out there that are actually doing this. I know about it because I visited many websites and did a little bit of research on this. And to my surprise, this has been going on for a while. So, as you can see, this potato plant looks pretty healthy and everything. But this is all from clones. These are plants that have been planted down in the ground 2-3 feet in the ground for the last 3 years. They didn't even come up last year, and then all of a sudden this year they all bolted. It came up out of nowhere and just destroyed everything I was attempting to do here this year with my other crops that I'm growing. But they're just clones from store-bought potatoes, basically. But if you want to learn a little bit more about TPS, I am going to include a link in this video and provide you with a little information for you to do research on it. And you could probably get involved in the movement if it feels like something that you can contribute to and maybe take a special interest into it. I believe you can contact some of the owners of these sites and eventually get involved in the movement, maybe participate in some of the agri part of it, growing them out and getting the seed. And I think they need people in that area to be willing to do this, because this is not an easy task. But it would be really appreciated if you did actually take part in this TPS movement and, really do what you can to contribute to bring back the potato seed. And that would really be a great thing, because one day you'll be able to go online and not only look for your tomatoes, peppers, and lettuce seeds, but you'll also be able to buy potato seeds rather than seed potatoes. So, be proactive. Look into this information. I will provide you with some links to some websites and some data below it, and check it out. You'd probably be quite surprised what you would find out about TPS. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and I will see you on the next one.